Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi everybody, I'm Brian.
And I'm Joey.
This is episode 160 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. Come on along, everybody. Spend the next hour or so with us. Just Joey and I this week. No Jess. Talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bike packing, bike camping, or just playing bikes. How you doing tonight?
Dandy.
How are things at the shop with the weather starting to finally turn and a few spring-like days popping up?
It's fluctuating. You get the busy service, non-busy service, busy service. People come in. People are starting to look. Kayaks. You know.
Have you had any bizarrely broken bikes show up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You got any good stories? I'd love to hear them. What's the most... We used to do this. Remember, we used to talk about what was the most bizarre thing you would have come in during a week. And I don't think
I've had some weird stuff lately. Ooh, that's a
What do you think about that? We'll come back to it. But you know what's not weird, Joey?
I've turned some bikes away.
You know what's not weird?
Yep.
And you know what's not badly broken? Cutaway USA. Cutaway USA is offering premium cycling apparel born in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Cutaway is an industry leader using innovative fabrics combined with clean, bold designs. Make sure to visit their website to see all of the stuff that they have to offer at cutawayusa.com. And when you reach checkout, use the code GTD20, which I sure hope still works.
Yes.
It does. Okay. That takes 20% off of your entire order, and that is a special discount just for our listeners. Now, during that little ad block, did you have any opportunity to think about any weird bikes that came in? That'd be kind of cool. I know that we used to do this a lot. If you don't have anything yet, you don't have anything
There's
yet.
so much. Like I have a fat bike where the kid ran into the tree so hard the fork is bitten backwards and the tire stuck up against the frame.
Nice.
And it wasn't snowing out for that one.
That's full send, little dude.
Yeah, I've got some weird ones. I've had some that are like...
It's a little dude fat bike too?
No, it was just like an adult 26, but it was like a teenager ride it.
Nice. Full send. I like that.
I've had a lot of the Amazon bikes come in that are like totally built backwards.
Like Amazon. You can actually get a bike on Amazon?
Or like, you know, like the Alibaba like type of online order bikes and then totally unsafe to ride. Like I've a lot of backward stuff.
I'm waiting for you to get your first Specialized from direct to consumer that shows up that's got something done.
No, and actually, so there's only been one home bike delivery type of bike in the country as of right now, and it was at one of the beta testing stores they used it with. There hasn't been a whole lot of that. We've had a lot of the click and collect where they are getting shipped to the shop.
Yeah,
you know, we put just same old kind of thing.
That's kind of nice.
We had like 3 or 4 in the last few days.
You know what? That I think I wish that Specialized had just stuck with that, because I think that's a model that really reinforced the dealer, the brand, and their relationship with the dealer. I wish they hadn't gone to the whole full virtual thing. I saw this week, and we were talking about it just a little bit. I did not know that Specialized had company-owned shops. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a thing that they did. Where I don't even. Are there any around here?
Not around here.
Okay.
Well, they used to, back in the day, used to have, concept stores.
Uh-huh.
That, like, wasn't 100%, but then, like...
Yeah, that's kind of different.
They have one in Boulder. They have a few out in Colorado, some in California, and then they've recently expanded to, like, local bike shops where they bought them.
Yeah. Well, you know, Trek, that's a big part of their model, is, you know, the Trek store. They're all over the place. You can find those just about anywhere. I'd never seen this. And you're going to have... Specialized
has a beautiful store
shops.
called the Costa Mesa store.
Uh-huh.
It's a corporate store, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have those. I think that's something they need to have so that they keep in touch with the foot traffic
it's
consumer.
a good place for training and chest running stuff. So.
Yeah, but it's not a big part of their business model to actually own bike shops.
No.
Yeah, okay. What are you drinking over there? You got anything fancy?
Got me a Kentucky Mule in our GTD glass.
Oh, it's in the GTD glass.
Yeah.
That's the one that
you can't see the logo, but yes.
That came from
Thomas.
Tom did that. I haven't talked to Tom in a while. Tom, if you're out there listening, how you doing, buddy? Give us a shout.
I don't even see a logo anymore. Oh, it's
yeah,
there.
it's kind of like I saw it. It's kind of frosted on the side. Well, I did go. I broke my training. I went up last week to do a little bit of outside of the bike world business in Pennsylvania, and I got the opportunity to sit down with Dave and share a beer.
Father Dave.
And then got to
I never mentioned that. You actually drank a beer.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you drink beer in like 6 years.
Yeah. No, it's been a while. And then I went out to dinner with Dave and Celine. Had a real nice dinner. They took me into Allentown, which was really nice. It was kind of cool. And had another beer there.
Ooh,
and just a really nice
wild
visit.
over there.
Yeah.
What'd you have for eat?
I had like 3 beers.
3?
3. I had 3
3
that night. Here, Bob, clean me up under the table. I had a burger. It was a burger place, kind of like like a little downtown schwanky burger joint with good fries, hand cut.
Red Robin.
Fries. No, bottomless fries though. You can't beat the bottomless fries at Red Robin. Oh crap! Now we got a copyright thing. That was not a Red Robin commercial. Should I go back?
They
and
need
cut
all
it
the
out?
help they can get anyway.
Do you eat at Red Robin?
I like their burgers.
I do too. I know that that's one of the chains that I think is kind of struggling with the back end of COVID.
Yeah.
There's quite a few. I was reading a laundry list of chains that are right on the edge of maybe not being around anymore, and I think Red Robin was one of those. You like what I did there?
No.
I'm fancy with my new board. You had to sneeze, and so I muted you.
Now you did more work to talk about it than just...
Transparency. Well, I'm excited. We've had a little bit of warm weather. It's been fun to actually get out and ride some. I told you that I ordered a bunch of Floyds and...
Steroids?
Floyds. Well, you did it different there. You flipped your mic off.
Now you're making it the same thing.
No, but it's okay. Anyway, I ordered a whole bunch of Floyds, and it's taken forever to show up.
Oh, funny thing is, I ordered full spectrum bomb at 5:04 today. It'll be at my store by 12 tomorrow.
See, this is why you don't go internet. This is why you don't buy off the internet.
This happens all the time with you.
I know. I just don't know what to get. And I always feel like, I go in and I'm like, Joey, I'm creating work for you when I ask you to order me something. And I
literally live off people buying stuff. I don't know what else you want.
You make a living off of people buying things. So don't be afraid to ask Joey to buy you something that you can get at the store. I wish I had known that you guys had Floyd's, or otherwise I would have jumped on that opportunity because I'd probably have had it already. Instead of waiting. I'm pretty sure it's been like a full 8 days since I ordered that stuff.
Like I said, I ordered some more balm from some full spectrum balm today because I bathe in it with my neck and back, and it'll be here by tomorrow.
I looked on their tracking, and I knew I was in trouble as soon as it said Postal Service. Postal Service is just, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible. But Croatan prep. Crotan's coming up.
Crotan
Are you prepping? Are you getting your voice all golden and making sure? Now you're not allowed to speak for like 3 or 4 days before the event. Is that the rule that I saw?
I gotta rest my
That was what they were going to talk about tonight at the volunteer meeting.
Yeah.
So that's all about Joey not being able to talk for 3 or 4 days before. I think that's a wise thing. Now, do you remember, or you possibly have a recommendation? Tire for Croatan. I know that we probably had Matt actually on the show. And
he's talked about it multiple times.
Yeah, I know.
Panda Racers, some slicks, some like 35, 38s.
Okay.
You don't need knobbies. You don't need big old honking.
What about those Pathfinders? Because I'm getting ready to. I can't.
Your Compass Renee whatever they are. They'd be great.
Except for they blow off the stupid wheel.
That's a chance you got to take.
No, I'm not taking that chance again. I don't trust them. I actually went out and looked at them yesterday before I rode yesterday.
Are you afraid?
Well, no. There's on one of the sidewalls. There's this big dimple. Like
do you like send them
a picture?
in a video and then send them all that stuff?
No, I haven't done that.
Oh, do
I
that.
don't know. I don't
See if
know.
they'll send you another set and then just sell those.
Well, I don't know. Is that something to worry? I mean, I ought to have you look at it. I'll take a picture and send it to you, and you tell me whether it's something to actually worry about.
Yeah.
Because it's weird. There's like a right on. You know how supple those tires are. They're very, very. And
Do you get the light and supple sidewall?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, and I was probably a mistake.
Yeah.
It was probably it definitely was a mistake because it's got like a it's almost like a wave, and then it goes in, and then it comes back out.
Yeah, send them a picture.
And
warranty that.
I don't know if it's something that I did on the installation. Don't know. I don't trust them. So would the Pathfinder, would those 38s actually
Oh,
be
yeah,
good
they'd be
crow
fine.
tines? Yeah.
That's what Jess is going to run.
When we went down there a couple of years ago before the event, just ahead of coronavirus that got canceled.
Corona tan.
Yeah, I remember that. We called it that for a while, didn't we?
Yeah.
I rode my Pathfinders down through there, and it was on some, I guess at the time would have been worse conditions, which actually may allow a tire that's a little beefier to excel.
Yeah.
If you've got better conditions, you can actually pull it back, and it worked fine. So I'm still kind of curious. I'm going to be able to stuck with the 38s with that flip chip pulled forward, or if I could squeeze a 42 in there. I don't.
I wouldn't run 42s down there. It's a big tire.
I'm just thinking about in general. Yep, or Colonel. So that's where I'm at. I think I'll go with those 38s. So you think those would be good
Yeah.
all-arounders? I'd actually be able to, because I've gotten to the point where I'm not afraid to swap my tubeless tires out. You know, I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that tough. I think everybody thinks it's something that's like some.
There's some that are pretty tough.
Well, those Renee Hearses were tough. You had to put the extra layer of tape on for me. So there were some things with that. Hats. Do we have any word on hats?
So after the last episode,
okay, here we go.
so everyone gave me crap. So apparently John has had the hats for a while. The patches have been very delayed.
Uh-oh.
So hopefully very soon. Once those come in, they're already in a bin with my name on them, ready to go.
Cool.
But we ordered 100 patches.
How long will it take to get the little children to sew the patches on?
Are you allowed to say that?
I don't know.
No.
No.
I think the adults that are sewing them on, it won't take too long.
That takes
It's only like 25 or 30 hats. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're coming.
They'll get here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe
Jerseys are off doing their thing. Hats we're waiting on.
Think that
COVID stuff. You know, COVID time. It's still a thing.
And Chinese New Year.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think
I
that
don't think the patches are Chinese New Year stuff, but
I know the jerseys are though, aren't they?
yeah.
Are we gonna? Do you think we'll have those kits for?
No.
No,
Not for Croatan,
Croatan.
no.
No. Okay, so I need to come up with a kit selection.
Our GTD kit?
I don't know.
You're not going to wear the GTD jersey?
I don't know.
Are you allowed to be on our podcast if you don't wear a GTD jersey at Croatan?
I don't know. I'm actually.
What are you going to wear?
I want to go find me a nice Kitspo flannel.
Oh, God.
Actually not. No, I hadn't even thought about it. I guess I will default back to the GTD jersey. Although
I got a red jumpsuit for that.
Nice. Do you get to keep the red jumpsuit or do you have to give it back?
I'll probably give it back. I don't know. He probably doesn't want it back after I'm in it, but, you know.
I think that you should keep the red jumpsuit and you should commit.
I should go to different events with it.
Yeah, you should also commit to wearing it in the shop one day a week.
Ooh.
I think that would be fantastic. So you could actually like catch Joey in the red jumpsuit and get a free goo pack or something.
No.
Get a free little thing of chamois butter.
You can take your picture of me. That's what. Yeah.
I like that. That's good. You want to do Strava Club?
Strava Club.
Strava Club. I did it this week.
Are we? I didn't even get to do a recap. You skipped over me totally.
No, I didn't. I asked you what was going on at the shop. And
but I rode my bike outside yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
we
you
rode.
Tell me all about it.
That's my longest ride since December. It was like 25 miles.
I'm settling in. Tell me about
it.
How'd it go? I saw that you
It
guys
was good. We
went
rode.
out.
And that was it.
Okay. Where'd you go?
No, we went. No, we just did the Callaway St. George loop.
Oh, nice.
Tall timbers. I rode my Tricross.
Okay.
With flat pedals.
How'd that go?
There's actually, I mean,
with the big basket on the front. Did you put
basket?
Did you put anything in the basket?
My vest and camera when I was done with them, or when it got it warmed up quick. But my problem with that bike is it's good for flat rides right now. Because with the basket there, the basket's in the way of the shift lever sometimes.
Oh no!
And I can't really, for some reason, I can't get in the last two big. It's only 8-speed, the one by. So like that route, it's fine for. I am totally fine with my gears, but any more hills, and I don't have the enough gearing.
Right on the fringe.
Yeah. So I need to fix it a little bit, try to get those last two gears. But in general, every time I upshift, I'm whacking the basket and it barely clicks
Go
up.
whack the basket.
Yeah.
Dude,
I have the old school, like I have really bad components, which I kind of like on it. Little thumb triggers to go down, but no, it was nice. Just me, Chris, and Emma rode.
Nice. Hey, you posted a picture of a beer in like a little...
the honey badger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, I was going to say,
that?
so we did our ride yesterday, and it was all fun. And then we went to Blue Wind after. And I was craving a beer, and I don't drink a lot of beer at all anymore. Doesn't mean I don't drink alcohol. I just haven't been drinking beer.
So for folks that are listening, Blue Wind is a little kind of gourmet deli that has a lot of cool beers. It used to be the
bike shop in the area.
Yeah.
You walk in, it's small, but both sides of the dining area are lined with wine, beer, whiskey, gin, local, a lot of local stuff, very local. It's very good. I got some nice tacos. They make the
food is good.
Food's amazing. I think me and Jess love going there after rides, and then Chris and Emma. It was a lot of fun. They have really good coffee too. So I really wanted a beer, and I found this. I'm not a huge IPA guy. There's a lot of IPAs in there, and this is it's brewed and canned by Tripping Animals Brewing Company in Florida.
I thought it was local.
No, it's called the Morning Colada. It's a sour ale with coffee beans, soft serve, maple, orange, and milk sugar.
Hold up, a coffee sour?
It's all this, like, you can't judge a sour by its label. I've had a lot of sours that have the weirdest combos like this.
Okay.
And it's so good. I did not want to. I should have bought the last 4-pack they had.
Is that what was sitting on the workbench today? Because when I was in the shop today.
No, that was Jubilee.
What was the Jubilee?
All right, so to finish up, this was...
Okay, I'm sorry.
They have a lot of local over there. They have some stuff like this, though. It was a cool can. It's a honey badger with a coffee cup and an orange popsicle.
Oh, cool.
Man, it was the best beer I've had in a long time. And next to that, in the beer fridge, they have a bunch of, what are those, mini growlers? I forgot what Jess called them. Of Jubilee fermentations. The Jubilee Farms beer, which is made over in Jubilee Farms, which is over past Leonardtown.
Okay.
So
that's local. St. Mary's.
Very local. It's small batch beer. It's very fresh. Dan has been doing that. He just started that up not too long ago. I've been chatting with him a little bit since October, November. I think maybe October because he has some property down there. We want to go ride, and he's been.
Is he a bike guy?
Yep.
Oh.
So he's come in the last few Fridays with a couple things of beer, and we've had him at our quote unquote happy hours. So that's a Jubilee Farm and Vineyard down there. Maryland Saltwater Farm.
Well, I saw
that's in a pretty blue bottle.
I cracked the lid on that bottle today.
Well, that's been sitting out.
No, I just wanted to get a sniff of it, and it smelled really good.
Yeah,
it had a real nice,
very fresh, very like you get a lot of the flavor. Yeah, it's very good. Dan just
I wasn't going to go slugging off of just random bottles.
No, we need to dump a little bit out of there and wash it. Yeah, I would say Dan just picked up Justin's one of my employees who had a salsa that he barely rode, Journeyman. And we cleaned that up, and then before we posted it, Dan was right there, and it fit his needs. So Dan has a gravel bike now to do some gravel stuff. He threw a couple Nittany bags on there. We got him some nice pedals.
So this little farm and vineyard's got some little dirt roads.
Yeah, it's got. Yeah, we need to. I need to go down there soon and
do a little
check it out. Yeah,
exploring.
Yeah,
and see if we can't
Just checking it
find
out.
a little loop to do some some little fun loop adventures.
Yep.
Like maybe some hand ups or something along the way. That would be fun.
I think it's like he's got like 4 or 5 mile loop kind of thing. So that's over. It's actually off of Medley. It's like kind of between Callaway and Leonardtown.
Is Dan a listener too?
Dan's listened to some episodes. Maybe I'll listen to this one.
Okay.
I think it'd be cool to have on here.
Yeah.
You know,
I like that. I like the local beer bike connection. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little sick of the coffee thing.
We don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee, so everybody talks about bikes and coffee, bikes and coffee,
coffee, beer is great.
I know, but
you don't drink beer or coffee.
Well, I would in an event like that, at a special thing.
Oh yeah,
I would actually be all about that. But
and coffee.
Having like daily beers, that's not a thing. I'm trying to avoid that right now at the moment. But
I just switched to hard alcohol. It's much easier.
Much easier on the liver, huh?
It is. It's it doesn't get more delicious to me than this.
No,
I like the lime and stuff. And other than that Suquin Shale, that is one of the best beers out there, I think.
Wow.
But yeah, so Dan, we have a couple bottles. Even like Mike came in was asking about it, so we need to have some stuff going on with that. Blue Wind had like a dozen or two of the growlers in their fridges that you could buy right there.
You got the Jubilee Farm stuff at Blue Wind.
No, I got it from Dan direct.
Oh, you got it direct.
You go straight to the source.
Yeah.
You ever watch American Gangster?
No.
You go straight to the source.
Well, that's a good idea, though, to go straight to the source.
Yeah.
That's why you go visit the Oyster Man when he's
I've gotten oysters off a boat before.
Mm-hmm.
I've traded some photography stuff. He was like, here, give me your bucket. And I gave him a bucket. Got some fresh oysters.
Nice. Almost out of oyster season.
I know, it's April 1st. Not to get too offshoot. There, like 2 weekends ago or last weekend, I had Chris over and Emma on a Saturday night, and I went to the Bounty just to get a dozen oysters and some vegetables for dinner. And I came home with 3.5 dozen oysters. I told him, I was like, I don't want that many. They were doing some special, and I said, just don't give them to me. They still gave them to me. I gave my neighbor like half of those. But
what do you do with them? How do you prep your oysters? You throw them on a grill? That's what we do.
I don't like straight. I eat like 1 or 2 straight raw oysters a year.
I don't particularly eat. I don't eat them raw at all.
Like just crack them open and eat them.
So what I'll do is I'll throw them on the grill and let them kind of steam in the shell and pop.
So that's a quick way for me to do it if I want. If I'm really feeling like I'm a nice Saturday or Sunday, I'm off. I want to have a drink in the afternoon. I'll start that. I'll scrub them up. I'll shuck them. And then I'll put them all in the half shell, and I'll put them out on the smoker for about an hour, like at 180, 200.
Okay.
Well, the smoke roll for about an hour, and for 15 minutes after that, after an hour, I'll make a butter, garlic, sage, like little concoction, and then I'll take a spoon and I'll put a little bit in each shell, and then go for another 15 minutes.
That sounds
and it like
really
caramelizes
good.
them a little bit.
That is a crap ton
That's
of
my
work.
favorite. It is a little bit of work.
It is a lot of work.
The hard work
dude.
is taking it because you're going to do a few dozen. Is shucking them all. Well, it's the nice thing for everyone doesn't know when you put them on the grill is they open up.
They pop,
and you don't eat them until they pop. If you don't burn yourself, then you pop them open. But shucking them when they're raw.
So that was always our.
I wear a chainmail like mesh. Not like a full chainmail, but I have a glove that's like
so you don't get the oyster knife
knife
right into your
yeah.
We would always that was like a Thanksgiving thing. We would always like get like a half pack or something, and that would be how you would kind of hang around and outside before football came on, and you just throw oysters on a grill and sit around outside, and
it's nice this time of year. Like, even with the smoker, I like having a nice cocktail in the afternoon, just putting something on early. Letting it roll till dinner.
Big, fat, meaty oysters.
Oh, yeah.
See,
I don't like super meaty oysters.
Well, but all that work you're doing.
You don't want little dinks.
You don't want a little dink.
No.
You need a nice medium, salted kind of. Oh, that's making me hungry for oysters.
There's something fun, though, going up to like Captain Smith's. I don't go to the place up in St. Leonard a lot, but I like going to Captain Smith's, just getting a few dozen oysters.
Yeah.
Coming home, doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that went off my probably got to roll in the Strava Club, but
that's okay. I can talk about oysters a lot.
I know, me too.
And I just haven't had them that much this year. I don't know. It's just been. I feel like
I've had them a decent amount.
I have not. I need to actually get my fill over the next.
Melissa over here, she'll shuck them and then like fill them up with cheese and garlic and put them in the oven for a while.
Oysters Rockefeller. I don't like all the like too much on the oyster.
No, I like a little bit of butter, garlic.
Yeah.
I don't do it because I don't know who's going to want it unless it's just me or Jess. But the Dirty Kitten Old Bay hot sauce, a little bit of that or sriracha.
So no, what we do is we put them on the grill, let them pop, open them up, and then throw a little bit of cocktail sauce and a little bit of horseradish on the top of that, and then spoon it off onto a cracker. Pop it in.
She gone.
Yeah, she gone.
All right, Strava Club. I went on a long tangent about my.
Hey, we're here to talk about bikes, aren't we?
25-mile ride.
Sorry about that.
Hey, but I will say I rode in because I was too lazy to switch all my stuff out, and I thought it'd be cool to ride tricross. I rode in my boots, my regular pants, a flannel, a vest, my helmet.
Flannel.
And I got off my bike, went right in, like I was ready to take a change of clothes. I did wear bibs underneath, but I don't really need bibs with my Brooks saddle. But anyway, it was fun riding flat pedals.
Yeah,
on that loop, it's not bad, and I have some nice flat pedals that have pins and they're wide. And
I will do that like if I'm doing like the towpath or something for a bike packing trip. Yeah, and it's like super cash, and it's no like out to you're loaded typically. Yeah, I'll throw some flats on and I'll ride my Crocs.
Croc man, I have my Shimano sandals. I'm gonna open up here soon when it warms up.
I was like, you got those, but I
got those like 2 years ago. Yeah, luckily I moved them like a week before the fire. But my Chacos burned. I need new Chacos.
Oh.
All right, Strava Club for like the 5th time. Gabriel Murray, Dr. Gabe, from a local place with 129.5.
Patreon, right?
Yes, he's been a long time Patreon supporter. Supporter of the shop, supporter of all Southern Maryland. He does a really fun. He has a small group. Maybe I'll blow up his group with this. They've been doing a ride for a while out of that. They do it out of what's that bread place over in St. Mary's?
Ooh, got me.
Every so often, I forgot the name of it's like a little bread place over by St. Mary's City.
You see, I'm new to the south end of the county, relatively.
Yeah. Well, that's St. Mary's.
I know, but a lot of you South County guys know that whole St. Mary's scene, and I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Enzo's Bakery. Next up, we have Sal.
Sal.
Filiano from Jersey. Jersey with the one. We don't have the Jersey girl. Let's say Jersey. 177.8.
Nice. Good
and
job,
Annie
Sal.
Belita. I think she's been on here before from Seattle, Washington with 127.9.
Good job, Annie.
To break into the top 100, you need 110.2.
That's right around where it was last week.
And we are flatlined at 808 for our members.
Nobody wants to see me with a mustache.
Really either, but Strava Club is strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt.
Thank you, Joey. Appreciate it. I think people really appreciate the Strava Club and like to hear the shout outs. We had somebody on Facebook the other day. It was like, she's like, I was riding my trainer and I listened to the podcast and I heard my name. So that's cool.
That's not my name.
Inspiration. Hey, some things just some random things we haven't talked about that have been happening because we've had guests a lot the last few weeks. This national gravel grinder thing that's coming.
Still don't know how I feel about it. Why did they get kicked out of the Midwest?
I don't know. I'd really like to get somebody from.
And there hasn't been a whole I didn't even know it was a thing.
I knew it was a thing.
Nope.
But I don't understand the move. And they're working with. It's great though because Mid-Atlantic stuff. Dirty Kitten, Alex and Chris have found a home getting involved and working with them. It's going to make a name for them. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's going to get that Dirty Kitten brand out there at the national level. So Alex
I would do it for Chris's Golden Locks.
Yeah. Remember us, us little guys, back when you've made it big on the national scene and everybody's going, meow, meow, Dirty Kittens and scratching in cat boxes out there. I don't know much about this whole national gravel grinder thing. And I wonder why the move away from the Midwest here. That seems, I don't know. I'd love to get some. Would you like me to try to find somebody?
Sure.
So if there's anybody listening that has a contact, Alex, Chris, we'd love to get somebody from that organization on the podcast to talk about this move to Loudoun County. I mean, because it's obvious, it's some of the best gravel there is, so.
I don't know. I feel like Fauquier has better gravel. They border each other. Half the time you're crisscrossing, you don't know.
Well, I don't know. And that is a August thing, correct?
No, it's early, isn't it? May.
Oh,
I'm
I
saying
don't know.
like it's not far out to like blow it up huge.
Okay. Well, we need to get on it.
I won't be
don't
doing
know.
that one. I'll be doing Loud in 1775, but I won't be doing that one.
1725.
Whatever it is.
The
I'll be doing the
something.
Loud and Gravel Grinder.
Something. Are you doing that this year?
Oh yeah, that
You
was
did
fun.
that last year?
We need to get Andy Bacon on here.
I've always had plans to do it, and then something bizarre happens that.
Well, I got to do it last year because of fire. And then Andy opened it up for me and Jess and got us in. And
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
it was fun. There was I've already ridden most of that route from Phil Thomas. No, Phil was south. I crisscrossed part of what Phil Thomas gave me and some other regular rides I've ridden out there.
Mhm.
I just love it out there, especially when there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I can't say enough good stuff about the Loudon 17, whatever it is.
1725.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. When is that? Do you know what that window is?
I think it's like early June.
Yeah, I remember one year it was really cold and rainy.
Like 2 years ago.
That was when they pushed it into the
Larry.
fall.
Oh yeah, Larry and
Yes.
Ted and
and Amanda and Nadine all went out,
Yeah.
and it was really cold. And I remember seeing the pictures from that. Yep.
nice route, very well put together. We'll be doing the 60 this year.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to get somebody from, and maybe have we ever had anybody from 1725 on here?
No, that'd be Andy Bacon.
We should do that. Why
I
don't
think
we do that?
I had something lined up, and then he's so busy.
Yeah.
He puts on a lot. EX2 Adventures. He puts on a lot of events.
Oh, I did not
Like a
realize
lot.
that was all connected.
That's Andy Bacon,
Okay. All right. Got it.
Kevin's brother.
How many degrees of separation?
4.
Hey,
Six.
let's do, and you don't like this idea,
No.
so we're gonna see how it goes. I want to do a Reddit rundown. I've opened the gravel cycling subreddit, and I just want to walk through because it's a lot of pictures. It's
How
mostly
about
people.
ride through?
It's mostly, that's true. It's mostly people just kind of like posting pictures of really cool bikes and upgrades and things that they've done to their bikes, which is kind of cool. I think it's just the photos alone are kind of worth it. Just scrolling through that. But every once in a while you get a question. So I was going to actually go through and see if I could find some questions or two and see if there was anything in here. Okay, the first one I've come across is aero bar recommendations. I'm looking to add carbon aero bars to my drop bar. Joey just literally turned his mic off. He's like, I'm not going to have anything to do with that conversation. And there's literally no comment. So I'll skip past that one. How's that?
What were you saying?
What's the widest tire? I got a new cyclocross bike trying to get into gravel bikes. The current tire says 700 by 30. How do I determine the clearance, maximum tire width? So I want to buy some new tires. Well, I guess there's a couple ways you could do that. You could go to the manufacturer's recommendations,
Yep.
or you could just break out some calipers.
Micrometers.
Yeah, and kind of like see what you can do. But I guess that a lot of that depends on, because we've talked about this before. Just because the tire says it's 32 or 38 or whatever
Doesn't mean
it says,
it's that.
doesn't mean that's what it is, because a lot of it's going to depend upon the internal width of the rim.
Or manufacturer.
So
For a while, Specialized ran so fat,
yeah.
thick, whatever you want to call it, compared to everyone else, and vice versa. Yeah.
Okay. So a couple of ways. Actually, you can go to the manufacturer, or you can just figure out a way to measure it. Trying to find just lots of really cool pictures. I'm going on a 5-day ride in a few months and wondering, should I change my pedals? Relatively hard packed gravel. I currently use some sort of pedals that I'm not sure even how to pronounce. Vivero, Saoma, Uno.
Those are power pedals.
Power pedals. Oh, those are the power meter pedals.
Yep.
Okay, I've heard that in that context. So I'm not sure if I should switch to SPD pedals for this ride. Is it worth it? I'm not going to be off the bike much, and I'm bringing some Crocs when I'm not on the bike.
Sounds like he needs flats and Crocs like you.
Yeah, I actually like. I had some Crocs that had Velcro on them that were Velcro closure Crocs. Yeah, they make those. And
You're a Croc man, I guess.
Yeah, I like my Crocs. I like them. They're comfortable. They're comfortable for my feet. I guess they're not for everybody, but
Yeah.
I'm not so sure that I would want to go on like a 5-day adventure ride and then also say I'm not going to be off the bike much, because those two things don't seem to go together.
Doesn't sound like fun.
If I'm just going to go like hardcore, like on the bike and not actually enjoy the scenery, then why take 5 days to ride anywhere?
Yeah.
That would be my recommendation, is to actually slow the roll, switch up the shoes, maybe not even put pedals on the bike, just make it a strider bike. And you'd really enjoy the ride at that point.
Or the walk.
Just coasting. Just coast. Joey, I'm sorry. I don't see if there's any more questions. Switching out tires or a second set of rims. I've been riding for 3 years now. At the point, I've been switching between gravel and road often with the beater. The main ride is a hybrid. I've had bad luck with gravel tires where some don't get enough grip, where others don't protect from flats. Keeping it a road bike. Any suggestion on gravel tires that are reliable and tubeless compatible? Well, I mean, if you're actually looking at switching up between like road and gravel, anything that's got that fine tread in the center.
Yeah,
I think is something
like a Pathfinder.
Pathfinders. It's got that little center file, as well as a little bit of knob on the outside. Maybe a good choice. I don't know. Let's let this one. All I'm seeing now is pictures now, so we're gonna let that little piece run its course. Sorry about that. Get a little feedback on that. If you enjoyed that and you'd like to see us do it again,
we could do a YouTube version of that. We'll run down Reddit for like an hour.
Well, I don't know. I sat the other day and read a whole bunch of Facebook comments, and you seem to get a huge kick out of it. And so I thought that would be something similar. Anyway, you want to do this or that?
Yeah.
Let's do this or that. Joey, would you rather go on an totally unplanned adventure, meaning you just go to a place and you're just like, I'm just going to ride my bike, and wherever the roads turn, we're going to decide, make lefts, rights, and straights, and we have no idea. Yeah, you're going to check your phone and see where you are and all that other nonsense, but totally unplanned, unscripted, or go on a ride where every detail is planned in advance. Your route, where you're going to stop, what you're going to do, what you're going to eat, when you're going to be back.
I'm very much number one.
Cuff of the seat of the pants.
And Jess is number two. She needs full detail.
Oh,
I just wing it.
How would
I pack my bag up and you give me an airline ticket somewhere and I go
How would
somewhere.
that play out on a day when you get to say, okay, we're doing seat of the pants, and Jess, you're coming along? Would that make her absolutely bonkers, or would she just like go with the flow?
No, she'd be fine. I mean, we do that all the time.
Okay.
However, she had to pick.
Okay.
Yeah, she would like it planned out.
Okay. So she'd know what to expect. And
Jess has to know what time we eat dinner each night and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I don't mind. I enjoy the unplanned adventure components.
I love the unplanned,
but I like it with inside the structure of something that you kind of what the day's expectations are. Like I'd hate to like set out thinking I'm going to do a 20 and end up doing an 80. Make sense? I don't know. Would you rather have hot dogs with melted cheese from 7-Eleven or cheeseburgers from McDonald's?
Ooh.
That's pretty good one. Let's throw it in the context. It's. Do you want to put it in the context of a ride? We are a bike podcast, so let's put it in the context of a ride.
No, that's tough. That's even more tough.
It would be post ride, not mid ride. Because we were just talking about this.
Yeah,
we had hot dogs for dinner.
Hot dogs with the cheese from 7-Eleven is very good. I do love a fresh, good. Well, as fresh as you're going to get. I mean, McDonald's burgers are good.
Yeah, they're great because you can, even if you get the 2 thing and you shove one in your jersey pocket, they hold up.
I'm just talking about sitting down. I might go McDonald's.
Really? Yeah.
Like I like the hot dogs, and I like to be a hot dog man, but I think I'm gonna go McDonald's.
There's something that's changed with 7-Eleven hot dogs with all the COVID stuff, because now all the buns are in wrappers. They're not just stuck in there, so like everybody's been pawing over them and.
I had a weird hot dog encounter, a weird wiener encounter when I was at a rest stop coming back from North Carolina last Monday. God. A trucker stop, yeah. Man, that'd be a good podcast title if we still did that. Weird wiener encounter.
Weird wiener encounter at a
everything
rest
was
stop.
like wrapped. Everything was so individualized it wasn't the same.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It's like it loses a little bit of its...
Yeah, and I still ate it.
I mean, gas station hot dogs are kind of... Well, of course you are, because at that point, everything's protected from the COVID spray. But I think it's missed something. When I used to work at the bike shop up in College Park, that was sort of like the...
Were hot dogs invented back then?
Yeah. And even had the melted cheese thing in the little metal containers. But that was like the generic... That was standard lunch. It was usually melted cheese with a side of chips and a hot dog as opposed to a topping on the thing because the cheese was the star of the show. That was pretty common, though. But also get the nachos, too. You get the little nachos,
I love the nachos, yeah.
And you shove that cheese in there and some of those little
So we used to get
jalapenos.
the nacho thing and then fill it up with cheese on the side, and then you dip your hot dog in it and eat your chips.
Now, what about
Sometimes you just like take a container and just take cheese.
what about the chili that you would get out
I don't
of
like
the
chili like that at all.
No? I
Now,
like
since this is a food podcast right now, I like chunky, like fresh made chili. I hate the hot dog runny chili.
I like the hot dog
ugh.
runny chili. Yeah.
No, I want like turkey or chicken in there, like chunk, like
No.
and then like real beans and like tomatoes and
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we're talking about this in the context of riding our bike, so
I'm not eating chili while riding my bike.
you went with
God, no.
with the cheeseburgers from McDonald's. I'm actually going to
Post-ride.
go with the hot dogs with the melted cheese from 7-Eleven. We don't really have that around here though, which is kind of
We have a
sad.
7-Eleven right down the street.
Where? Oh, there is one right down in Solomon.
We used to go all the
isn't
time when our shop was
there?
closer.
I never even go in.
They used to
there.
have a lot of our lunches. They have really good chicken wings.
I have always forgotten that place.
You
is
get
even
big
there.
bites. You get taquitos. They had really good iced coffee.
Wow.
Me and Wes lived there for a while.
Well, I would say I would go with the melted. We were just talking about that. I wonder if you can buy one of those like metal cheese containers on Amazon or something. You could get it also with a corn baller. Do you remember the corn baller? Were you an Arrested Development fan?
No.
The corn baller? Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, for $179.
Holy crap! That's way too much.
That's a hot fudge warmer.
Well, no, I don't need any warm.
That's a
hot
cheap
fudge.
one. Oh, this one's $3.95. Oh, you can get the actual real one. Look at this thing.
Off of Amazon.
Once we pay off that soundboard with our Patreon,
We should
we're gonna
get one
put
of
this-
these. We can put it in the shop. Oh, well, good Lord. Look at that
That
price
is-
tag, though.
No, that's the real. That is
$500. Holy cow. But that is the real deal.
instead of buy us a beer, buy us.
Buy us a melted cheese dispenser.
I would put that on everything.
We could put that in the shop on the counter.
Oh man, I'd go get some waffle fries.
you
I
could
would-
just stick your face underneath
that's what I'm
of it.
saying.
Oh, I feel like we should just end the podcast right
Ooh
now.
man, I'd get some. Make my own macaroni and cheese with it. I'd put Velveeta in there.
That would actually be really good. And you
Oh,
just
I would
like,
get
like
destroyed.
pasta and just...
Oh yeah, I can't eat cheese too well.
I'm not going to say the things that just came to mind. Okay. Third item, Chick-fil-A sauce or barbecue sauce?
For what?
For dipping. Anything. French fries, your
Barbecue.
nuggets. Barbecue, really?
A good I love a good barbecue sauce.
You don't...
Actually, there's a bourbon brown sugar or something I got from that just generic Stubbs.
Uh-huh.
Like they sell.
Oh,
Like,
Doc Stubbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that last night with some pork I smoked.
That sounds good.
I like good barbecue, and there's different types. Like, do you like a Carolina vinegary barbecue?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, like
You're a Carolina boy.
a thin mustard or
I like
the
just
South
straight
Carolina is like a mustard based
Yeah.
barbecue sauce, and then there's the Carolina sauce, which is like a
vinegar, yeah,
kind
it's a
of
little more watery.
all the things.
I like going to Mission and just using all of it.
Yeah,
Like,
making your own sauce.
like
It's like a blended whiskey.
I'll eat my brisket sandwich and like the people probably hate watching me do it, but I'll just put it all on like bite by bite too. I'll take a bite, then I'll take a different flavor and I'll squirt a little on. Take a bite. But I wonder how Chick-fil-A sauce tastes on pulled pork.
No, you know what I do? Ooh. You know what I'll do is I put them all, I squirt them all on the plate at Mission Barbecue, and then I just rub whatever it is through all of it. So it's like you never really know. It's kind of like you don't know what the concoction's going to be.
Oh no, that's not good.
No, I think
What
it's
if there's
fun.
one you don't like, you don't want to hit again?
Well, I don't put those on the thing, but
Oh.
yeah, I don't. I
know,
like
it's
the
re-
sweet sauces.
Do you, speaking of cheese and barbecue,
Uh-huh.
do you get their mac and cheese?
Uh-huh.
Do you put barbecue in your mac and cheese?
Oh, I have
I
it.
love doing that.
See all these things. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm starving. I'm
Let's
actually
go on a food
really hungry.
I don't know if I can drive after this, but you know,
Chick-fil-A sauce, I think there's something about
it's
it.
good.
It is good. But barbecue sauce, I'm going to go barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce. But you know what I really like is tartar sauce and French fries.
Oh God, no.
Tartar sauce and French fries. Yes. Yeah.
Vinegar and French fries.
Good tartar sauce. Good stuff. We had fish sandwiches down at Roy's, because it's coming in.
I love their fish sandwich.
It was delicious. I'd never had one of their fish sandwiches before.
So, this is a fish food
episode. It's a food episode. Sorry, folks.
2 weeks ago, I got fried fish from Fast Stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't tell anyone I did it. It was the night before I went to North Carolina, that long drive.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, why did I do this? Because up until then, the last time I ate fried fish from a gas station was that Fast Stop. It was the day before Dirty Kansas signed up. I was over on this side of the bridge visiting my parents when I didn't live here. And I got really sick from it because I made the Dirty Kansas sign up before the lottery, like throwing my guts up.
Oh, my God.
Because I pretty sure I was on a really long ride
fish.
And I ate that fried fish from the gas station, and yeah.
Well, that's a smart thing to do. Go back to it the day before you get in the truck.
Yeah, and 13-hour trip, but yeah.
But I'm definitely going to go with barbecue.
Fried fish on a bike ride is not good.
Ooh, I don't like a lot of fried foods. I also don't like fried foods sort of at the end of a ride.
Yeah, it was like an 80-mile
grease.
day, and I was like 10 left, and I came down. I went because I wasn't working at Pack then. I got the fish. I walked over to the bike shop, ate with Wes for like an hour, and then rode home. And then the next day, I drove back up sick to when I was living in Easton with Jess. And
I know it's a big thing to do too. Everybody wants like the barbecue post rides, like I guess because it's easy.
It's
Not
delicious.
Well, I can't. No, it's too much.
You don't
on
want
my
barbecue
stomach.
or coffee?
No, I like barbecue. I got to have the right barbecue, and it not post ride. I can't. The best post ride thing I think is pizza for me.
We should do next week's episode on what foods pair well with bikes. We could really hit it off.
You should do that.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
it's a
That's
plan.
next week's episode.
So tune in, folks, and you'll get.
We'll pair we'll pair your route with whatever.
We could actually pair different brands and different bike styles with the food that works along with it.
You're at a Pinarello, there's nothing for you.
A little caviar and escargot. Reddit or Facebook? Last one.
Actually, I have been more on Reddit.
Yeah.
The Facebook app does not exist on my phone.
Smart man.
Or my computer. I don't log in my computer anymore because I use the business app.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's got to be a way to. If I could refilter Facebook and see the people I want to see, it's just the junk builds up so much.
You just like hide everybody. I'll be honest with you, folks.
Well, I don't have the time to do that.
I've done that.
I have the time to do that.
I've done that.
I don't have the time to do that at the same time.
My Facebook feed at this point in life is a handful of people, and mostly like business and marketing stuff.
Well, there's so much business stuff that pops up now. Yeah. There's so much like advertising. Even Instagram. I bet every fourth or fifth picture, every fourth or fifth story is a sponsor. So
yeah,
Reddit
but how much
lately,
stuff do you buy off Instagram?
Actually, I've gotten a little more addicted to.
Yeah,
they've gotten me.
They do. They get you all the time.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know what it is. If you're a savvy video marketer, Instagram is where you need to be.
Because me $100,000 later. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it can be pretty easy to get sucked into that Instagram ad space. Ain't no doubt about that. I'm kind of over Facebook too. I enjoy Reddit because it's
so you can narrow it down a little better.
Yeah, you
see what you want
it's
what
also,
you see.
I joke. I was thumbing through the gravel cycling thing, and it's just a lot of pictures, which is kind of like Instagram. So I'd really wish it was more conversation.
Yeah,
I it's hard to find places to have good conversation, and I don't know. Reddit's a place where I think you can actually.
I like reading the Instagram comments. My problem is the stories on Instagram. You get one or two good stories, and you keep scrolling, and then like you get in a rabbit hole. Like nothing's that's not even related to what I want. And then, but it's just like an hour later,
you just keep going.
Like, what the heck have I been doing?
You just keep going.
Yeah.
And we've got a nice break in the weather here, and I'm wearing half pants.
Yeah.
And I just wore my Crocs tonight, and this is so nice because I'm sitting here and Blake's sitting underneath the table, and I took my Crocs off, and I'm just petting Blake with my foot. So later on, Blake may actually smell a little funny because I've been rubbing it, but he's enjoying it. I'm rubbing his ear with my foot. He likes it. You got anything else before we close close this one down?
Just typing it down. There was one more thing I forgot to add, but I don't know what I forgot. Other than that, what I just typed out.
There was one other thing besides that?
Yeah,
we'll talk about that. It'll come to you. Coffee outside.
Yeah, we talked about it before the end of the year
Mm-hmm.
when the weather wasn't bad, and then January got very cold.
Yep.
Now, then next week, I think me and Chris are going to do like a trail run. Lotus also opens up next week too, which is good. But we're going to give it a shot because I think some of our mornings might get, like this morning it was 52 out, would have been perfect.
Yep.
But then we got 32 on Friday. I think next Tuesday's looking pretty warm in the morning. I think we're going to do a shakeout version of it, and then it'll probably be a regular thing after going into March.
I think that next couple of days is supposed to be wet and cold.
Because that'll be, so that'll be next Tuesday the 1st, so maybe the week after.
Your plan is to do it in the morning.
Yeah,
It's a
7:30, 8 o'clock. Not far, keep it local.
Mhm.
So it's not meant to go out and do one of the hammer rides. It's supposed to be fun. Whether we pick a new place or,
I like it.
rotate it.
I like it. I like it. Can I bring a beer to coffee outside in the
No.
morning? No?
You bring it. I won't judge what's in your flask. But you've had your 3 beers for the year with Dave, so.
That's true. And Dave sent some beer home for you.
Yeah.
An IPA, which is orange citrus from Funk Brewery, I think was the name of the place that we actually went early, and that was in Emmaus, right in Emmaus, and it was really good. I had some sort of a fruity tropical beer. It wasn't that one. It wasn't the IPA. There was another was like a citrusy kind of, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like the Blue Moon. Y'all all make fun of me when I used to drink the Blue Moons because it had that citrus thing.
Yeah.
So
Blue
this had a little
Moons
bit of that.
smell like a perm.
They may actually a little bit. I can
No,
already
they
do much
taste
of
like
that.
a perm smells.
Did you think about what the other thing was that you wanted to talk
No,
about?
I basically started a bonsai tree. So if anyone has any advice, I'm Mr. YouTube reading the internet.
It's a scraggly mess. Needs some work.
This one is called a oh jeez,
Now you can't read it.
Surlis Juppy. It's the Star of Thousands. I got it for Valentine's Day, but I do have to trim it. I got to repot it. I got some soil coming. I got a little kit.
There was a joke in there about trimming Jess's bush, but I'm not going to go there.
That's weird. But yes, I'll be taking care of it. I don't know. It seems fun.
It does. It's a mess, and it definitely needs a little bit of attention. Do they?
I got it from Homestead Gardens.
Well, you have a green thumb. There's no doubt about it.
Mine's usually black or
No,
greasy.
I mean, you have the little plants, and we were just talking about this little ivy runner thing that you've got here, and it's
I
all
got some new
cleaned up.
I remodeled our bathroom when Jess was in Jersey this weekend.
Nice.
I wouldn't say remodeled, but not like blew out walls, but totally redid it. It was very 90s-ish.
Mhm.
And we have like a big double vanity. So like the mirror is like the size of this window, and it's like 3.
They're heavy.
Oh my! I didn't.
Did you try to take that out yourself?
Oh, I did. Somehow I don't know how. I got like some like adrenaline rush because I took it off, and then it had the little like metal tray, and I popped it out of that, and I'm like, well, I guess this is it. And I got it up, and I was able to walk. I got it out in the hallway. It's upstairs. It's so heavy, and I didn't shatter it.
Is that supposed to go back in?
No.
Oh, okay.
I redid the light fixtures. We had like one of those in-wall medicine cabinets. I ripped that out and I reframed it, and I put some like subway tile back in there and
You did man's work.
repainted it. It was a lot of work.
Not that you. I mean, you do man's work every day in the bike shop, but you did like different kind of man's work. That's bravo. I watch the workers in our house working on remodeling.
Oh
our
no!
bathroom.
Tomorrow night we go. We've already had a couple kitchen. We go pick out countertops tomorrow night. I'm not doing the kitchen.
Nice.
Countertops and appliances.
Are you doing? What are you doing with the cabinets? You keeping the cabinets?
No, they're coming out.
You're replacing the cabinets too.
No, floating shelves on half of them.
Oh, so you're not. Oh, that's right. We talked about that. That's right.
Yeah, open it up, and then new countertops. Keep the bottom cabinets. People need to hear this, but basically that's what we're doing. And then subway tile all the way up.
Nice.
Some live edge floating shelves, and then
Well, I got some rough hewn oak if you need it.
I
I got some stuff that would make some pretty good floating shelves.
Yeah, we'll see. Countertops are ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. No, tell me about it.
Yeah, I don't know the difference.
You know what's
Some
not
could do-
ridiculous, though?
Cutaway USA. I knew that was coming.
Their prices are cheap. No, actually, I mean, it's quality. over quantity. We've talked about this.
It's cheap if you use the discount code.
You make it cheaper.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, there's
it's
a
not
way
cheap. I mean, you get your quality out of it.
But that's the trick, folks. Is you want to buy quality over quantity, and Cutaway offers you that opportunity, and then throw that GTD20 discount, 20% discount code on top of it, and you can't go wrong. So you need those new cargo bibs for spring for all your big gravel adventures, so you can stuff some goo packets or whatever your nutrition of choice, gravel specific nutrition of choice is.
So you were supposed to bring that up.
I didn't. I skipped
Floyd's of
over all
Leadville.
that stuff.
I used to take a lot of Floyd's gummies on rides.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. So cutawayusa.com. Thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. If you enjoy the podcast, maybe consider leaving us a review or dropping us a subscribe. We don't ask for that very often, but apparently that's become a big part of the Apple podcast algorithm.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, but it does. Apparently that helps. So if you're an Apple podcast user, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. That would go a long ways towards helping us. Joey, how can folks get in touch with us if they want to?
Well, I'm not on our Instagram anymore because Brian won't let me on.
Locked you out.
I've been very foul to people. But our Instagram, shall you choose to talk to Brian, is at Mid-Atlantic GTD.
Don't let me leave tonight. I'll get you locked back in.
No, I'm okay. Our website's at graveltraveldirt.com.
Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt, folks, is recorded this week from right here in Joey's kitchen. Thanks for riding along. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, and respect others.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye-bye.